What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Halcyon 6. My name is Splattercat. Super stoked to have you here playing a game that I'm just absolutely in love with. This is one of those ones that's been eating up my free time on the side, too. I have just been seriously playing a lot of this game because I like it a lot. It's a great game. I'm surprised there hasn't been more hubbub, much ado about it over the last few weeks. It looks like the dark matter multiplier we've built has some unlocked potential. Well, it appears that if we oscillate the neutrino capacitor, we might be able to initiate a dark matter reaction that could result in an extra dark matter. It could also result in a massive meltdown or destroy the entire chamber, and to be honest, I don't know if our crew has the expertise to make this change. We're low on crew right now, leave it alone. I don't want anything that risks crew life right now. Anything that risks crew. If it was materials or dark matter that we were risking, I wouldn't care at all. But crew I'm very, very low on, and so it's not the best idea to go in on that one just yet. We have like an entire galaxy system place full of resources to be gathered right now, and nobody really messing with us, so might as well do it. We're going to be building new fleets and whatnot very, very soon, and so having a nice direct pipeline to all the stuff we need to make that happen is something that I feel very husky about. I feel a little hot and bothered about it, I'll be honest. It's making me feel sexy right now. I got my sexy face on. You can't see it because we're on the internet. I'm not a face cam channel, but, you know, it's there. You could picture it for yourself. I believe in you. Do your thing, boo. Imagine what you want to imagine. We found a shipwreck. Yay, 79 materials. Awesome. So what was our total haul here? Oh, sorry. I always forget. See, it's weird because everyone else, you click on where you want to go, then you say send fleet. But then when going home, you click on the fleet and tell them to go home. You can't click on Halcyon, then tell them to go home. And so it's a bit of that's one of the little UI things that seems a bit at odds with itself. Not a big deal, but it's just one of those things. While we're back at home right now, the Crusader is available, is it not? Therefore, with the Crusader available, my suggestion would be that we very much consider dropping somebody into this thing. So you, sir, remove that officer. Get him on out of there. We don't need him no more. And then we got the Crusader, which is pretty badass. I love the actual design of the Crusader. That is a cool looking ship. From top to bottom, I very much like the way that it looks. It's just a badass ship. What do I want to do now? He got release mines, exploits engines down. Oh, that'll be nice to use then on rotation to damage all enemies, maybe make them thinking about healing instead of, you know, fiddling around with what they got going on. If I scrap the ships, I can end up with more stuff, or I can hire a secondary crew to start manning those. How long is it going to take me? Let's say that I go to my officer's lounge or my officer's academy. It takes me 100 guys. Takes 30 days, and they're automatically at level 4. Memory retention levels would also be good. Repair bay, we can get repair cost reduction. That's probably a good idea. Passive repair would also be a smart idea, in my opinion. We could put Ahmed Robinson on it since he's not doing anything anyways. It takes 9 days to complete. And now that they're ready to go, let's send the fleet on out. We will not be sending the Freckle Flinger, the Freckle Finger, whatever. I do need to rename these right now. But you know what? We'll deal with it soon. We'll rename them in a little bit. The pirate threat needs to be expunged now. Sir, we are picking up a hypercast sent in our direction. It's coming from the coordinates of the pirate base. Federation fleet. Know that you are on course to enter the territory of Zeb Zealots. You will not survive this trip. You are outmatched. This is yet another case of Cavalier Federation commanders tossing away their crew. Lucky for me, I enjoy those antics, so welcome to my territory. You will not be leaving. Not afraid of you. Sir, we're picking up an unencrypted signal emanating from inside the pirate asteroid field. Would you like to hear the broadcast? And what was the primary point to that faction-wide hypercast? Don't let the Federation gain coordinates to this base. Now, call me old-fashioned, but whoever did this, I want their head. Literal head in front of me. I don't care what it takes. Seemed like the hypercast was cut short there, sir. This could be a big one for us. This is the first fight I've seen so far that seems a little nasty. Sir, the Admirax is hailing us. No doubt we're to be subjected to yet another bout of histrionics. Whoever supplied you with the coordinates to this base, I'll need to make an example of them after eradicating your small band, of course, unimpressive a feat as that may be. Perhaps we can come to an understanding. No, I will not abide the Federation having a foothold in this territory. It is an insult to everything we have gained in the last 4 years. If you came here for a fight, you won't be disappointed. Hope you didn't grow too attached to that fleet. You won't have much longer. You came to this asteroid field federally. Now face the consequences. I am unafeared. Let's start with the little guy first. Basically, I want to limit his range of fire as much as possible, like we always do. I don't break my tactics much with that regard. However, I will backstab maneuver the big guy, just in case. There's no telling what kind of shit he's going to try and pull out of his ass. So, we'll get started like so. I will also disable you an incineration beam. What a sinful attack. 132 out right there. That would have been a great chance for me to put up shields, but I failed. I failed miserably. Yeah, put up shields. Aggravated assault right there. How do we get healed? Oh, he got healed because that was ticking away. Well, I'm glad to see it then. Let's get started eliminating our enemies, shall we? Let me throw a... Oh, he can only heal himself. Alright. Let's throw out a... I'm thinking we should focus on him. He seems a bit nastier than the rest, and our DPS is high enough to where I think we can go in on him if we really, really need to. I would say upload virus to get those sensors offline. Give us a bit of a dodge chance here. We got dumbfire missiles, and damn do they hurt. I'm gonna harass him. The Admirax needs to die, and he needs to die soon. Weld your hull back together. And... let's give him a bit more fire, shall we? We gotta hold our ground for right now, but if they keep focusing fire on our Magus, unfortunately, we ain't gonna pull out of this one. He's got inspired, so his aim has gone up and he's gotten a little bit more deadly. Doesn't matter because it seems to me as though they lack the stuffing to make this happen. Let's go ahead and put mines out. Down goes the Admirax. That's the end of his career. Let me get some missiles on out. We're going to give them a flak barrage, but we'll give them a stun first. In the meantime, he's already stunned, so let me have targeting support, please. And let's give him a nice little flak burst, make him think about what he's done, his chosen occupation. The lack of moral fortitude it shows by his choosing of that occupation. Down they go. The Admirax is defeated. Sir, the pirate Savick is hailing us. As discussed, the final payment for your services has been sent, so you know, Federation should remain outside of private affairs for a time. Drastic measures must be taken to ensure their loyalty. The Federation will prefer not to know. Okay, as long as I get paid, I don't give a shit. Sounds great to me. So do any of these planets have anything going on? Or are they all kind of just like empty and dead? I bet they're empty and dead. This would appear to me to be a great time to maybe send somebody to Holy Terra, which is around here somewhere. Indeed. 32 fuel to get there. It's a bit terrifying. Let's hit a gas station on the way, shall we? I don't like to think about that much. 22 fuel to fleet. Good. Offset some of this ridiculous fuel expenditure because, believe me, we are using a lot of fuel today. I'm going to zigzag my way across the galaxy very quickly just to gather a bit more. We'll pick up crew on the way back in just a little bit because we are going to need several hundred more crew to get our second fleet up and running. But off to Terra we go. This is going to be a productive episode for us. Sir, the repair bay has completed its task. Acknowledged. So now we've got self-repair, which will be really, really nice. I don't know how fast it functions. 6 crew were too close when the engine overheated and died in an explosion. That's a downer. Command, our sensors have picked up another Kroll portal. Okay. Maybe I should handle that first. We have no idea what's going to happen here. Well. Commander, our fleet is starting its approach now. I will provide you with visuals. T-minus 15 seconds, 14, and arriving now. Commander, it is as we feared. Terra is no more, only a shell of the former capital now caked in a mysterious emulsion. Running a scan on the Krull fleet now, Commander. The planet itself seems to be spawning a kind of Krull vessel we haven't seen before. The scan revealed an amorphous self-replicating semi-liquid of similar makeup to the emulsion on the planet itself. Should we engage it or return to Halcyon 6? Destroying this fleet would allow us to look for potential survivors in the system, while retreating would leave them to Krull. What are your orders? We will go in and we will assist our people. They don't look that dangerous. Let's start out with the young Clipper. I'm going to strongly recommend getting rid of him until we can figure out what in the hell it is he actually does. Ship is disabled. Very, very good. Let me see. Spread those mines out. We're probably not going to get to exploit, and I don't really care about that much. Instead, I just want to get some damage leveled at the enemy for right now. Give me a stun right there. That does a lot of damage, and it does a fantastic job of killing things at the same time. Two of my favorite things combined, making sure the enemy can't hurt me and hurting them as much as possible. I'm going to recommend we go with simple harass will do it. In the meantime, heal yourself. Medical officer, I would love to see a cauterized hull over here. I like this game tremendously, and normally I'm not a big fan of things like JRPG combat. I find it to be old-fashioned and kind of boring. But in the case of this game, I enjoy the way everything interacts and the way that, like, you've got different dots and hots and things like that that all work as damage over time and heal over time for people that are unfamiliar with the terminology. Flesh meld. What the hell did that accomplish? They're healing. Not while I've got something to say about it. He's going to the briny deep. I don't know what the version of Davy Jones is that's in space, but that's who he's going to go see very, very soon. Flesh fills the hole. Oh, okay, so they actually get pretty good healing out of that. Let's continue firing missiles on out. Let's get him all nice and fixed up. Because actually, if I don't have to repair the ships, I can go down and I can close that portal very quickly before we go anywhere else. Engines down, we'll exploit that to deal some damage and make him hurt a little bit more. That is a pretty considerable heal, though, that he's running. Disappointing there, and that's not something that I really want to deal with long term. Let's hope that we can KO him right here. And there it is. He is KO'd and down. The Co has been deployed. Commander, we were able to isolate a number of human life signs coming from the Orestes Moon Hellbore mine at coordinates 1GHQ12. We can hold the Krull off a little while longer, we can telebeam them aboard. Otherwise, we'll need to abandon them to their fate. Fight through to the moon. Woo, these ones a little tougher. Alright. Luckily, we're coming into this one basically in pristine condition, so who cares? Let's go ahead and get the Elder Aberrant taken care of. If that don't work, we'll try a mine on him in just a minute. His ship is disabled. Portal rip happened right there. I have no idea what just occurred, but it's probably not good. His weapons have been disrupted. He's going to deal less damage. Doesn't matter, because I don't care about the damage. I want to stun people. Shock mine is out, and he's exploited that right there. We are not going to play that on that side, because we have options right now. And those options are going to be a self-repair on this side, which should be able to even out that damage over the long term. Let's throw out a sensor disruption and see who we can knock out, maybe get a bit of dodge in here. They're still landing all their hits. It's a bit of a downer. I'm going to go ahead and harass him. Oh, he resisted it. Never mind. I thought he had that. Okay, keep on firing. Plug through. I know we can deal more damage than they can dish out. I believe. Sometimes belief is all you need. Ooh, big critical hit right there. Actually forcing me to rethink the way that I want to go about this. Bit more damage out. I'm going to need to cauterize that hull right now because he's inside the range of a crit kill at the moment. And I don't want to deal with that. Let's harass him down so that we're no longer dealing with him. The Elder Basher is going to be up next. Big burst out right there, which means we need to saddle in because we may eat a big hit real soon. You know, I'm going to say just start the DPS on him. Do what we can do. Hull breach him. We're just going to have to eat a big hit next. Got an evasion out right there. Very, very nice. Exactly the sort of thing I like to see. Give me a little bit of leech off right there because your HP is low, and I want to see that ticking on up over time. 248 out. That's okay. I can live with that. Let's go ahead and stun him. While he is stunned, we're going to run backstab maneuver on him. This is going to be a regroup period for the fleet. Allow them to get their health all nice and taken care of. He's siphoning, so you know what? Keep the offensive. 196 there. Keep the offensive once again. Enemies down. No siphon to be had, though, which is going to be problematic. Let's get a hull breach on the main seeder. I would like to see an ablative field up, please. It protects 10%. That's not much, but it's something. I would also like to see targeting support go online so that we can DPS this guy down really, really quickly. Let me get some repairs. Good, good. I would like to see a cauterized hull right there. I'd like to exit this combat with some HP remaining on some of my better ships. Fire that out, kill his engines, which will hurt his speed by a pretty effective amount. Might allow us to get some double turns here and there. Keep DPS on the way out. That's all that I care about. Salvo! The DPS that is being leveled on this guy. There it is. Perfecto. Our fleet is starting to be pretty badass, all things considered. Some decent rewards pulled from that one. Commander, we were able to beam the Orestes mining crew on board. We initially began preparing for the warp jump out of here, but we've been informed that their leader, the legendary inventor Zulfikar Maddox, is still trapped down there. In order to try and save him, we'll first need to deal with another, even tougher Crow fleet. However, if we don't rescue him, we won't be able to later. Orders, Captain? That last one, they were a little burstier than I would have liked. Let's try to save the stranded officer. Good lord. Okay. Siphon's out on the chopper. I would like to run backstab maneuvers on the chopper, please. I think we'll be okay as long as we can avoid big crits. If we can avoid crits or anything of that sort, I think we'll be alright, but it looks like we're actually going to be running repairs on the first turn, which is never a good sign. I would also like to see sensors offline on everything that's trying to hurt us right now. Critical hit right there, nice evasion. I'm going to say out with the mines, get some damage off, maybe hurt him a little bit. Like to see a heal there, but we are backpedaling, which I don't like at all. We did evade an entire turn right there, though, which is really, really fantastic. Let's go in for the kill right here. I'm going to play dangerously for a moment or two. Good God. Some very, very big hits out. Ones that I'm not sure we're going to be able to handle. We need one of them to go down. We have to limit their frame of fire right now, and if we can't do that, then it's trouble. Go ahead and heal yourself. I'm going to get him to heal himself on the next turn. I would also like to see a crippling shot. Let's just go top to bottom. It doesn't really matter who we pick. Let's go ahead and fix up his hull because he's going to need it. I'd like to see a stun go out. I'd like to keep working on his engines too. You've got leech beam going on. I'm going to try and get him into a position. But they are just focusing with those chaos cannons. It's a rough one. All right, patch yourself up. And just keep firing. It's all we can do right now. There's nothing we can do about continued focus firing, so this is kind of one of those do or die situations at the moment. I'm going to run backstab maneuver on the Ghast to get it out of my face for a minute. He could resist at the wrong moment. That would be problematic. Let's get his hull breached. Exploit that as hard as we can. A little bit of damage out right there. Keep it trucking. That's all we can do. And then we've got hull breach on that side. I'd really rather not play around with that as a possibility. Keep him damaged up. This is going to be a very, very close one. It's possible we might be able to do something here, but applications are limited. Go ahead and hull breach him, please. We have no stuns left right now. I'm going to go ahead and sabotage him. Oh, we lost him. Jesus. I was not expecting to lose him. Okay. Well, such is life. Let's get some heals up and running. I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. I pushed my luck. I knew this was probably a fight I wasn't going to be able to handle, but we went after it anyways. In a bout of manliness and stupidity. So you know what? These are the things that you reap when you take chances. And there it is. Not my finest hour. Talon Ford was tragically killed in the line of duty. Sir, we were able to beam up Zulfikar Maddox. Now it's time to get out of here. Okay. Well, we did everything we could. I mean, they fought like warriors should to save their people. Send the fleet out. We're gonna need some regroup time. Oh, we found 5 crew in space. Good. Let's go ahead and take them. We will send this fleet back home. They're going to set up shop right there at one of our gas mines, which is unfortunate. Alright, return home. The destruction we found at New Terra was in a word total. We can only imagine the kind of instantaneous cross-dimensional attack that made the devastation possible. The threat we're facing with these Krull is unlike any other that we've faced. Though it may be hard to comprehend, we're all that's left of the once peerless Federation Navy. We do have one reason to celebrate. We rescued Zulfikar Maddox, the legendary inventor who was commanding a team of engineers on the Arrestees moon when the attack struck. Perhaps our legendary officers are, too, out there clinging to survival, waiting to be rescued. For now, all we can hope to do is protect the few remaining Federation facilities that are still active, build up our fleet, and push back against the Krull Armada. Okay. Zulfikar, he's got tune-up, EMP overcharge, ramming speed. He's got death from above. He's not nearly as good as our last guy. He's level 4, so he lost out there. He can get quick tune-up. I would suggest he takes that because it gives us a level of variability that otherwise we don't really have. So he's got death from above and he's got ramming speed. I really wish he had flak gun. Maybe he'll get that from, well, actually, he basically has the same abilities as our last guy. He'll be okay. We just got to build a new ship for him. For now, though, ship management. Let's get our repair on. In the meantime, I'm glad I didn't disassemble these because we're going to need them. Okay, that came as part of the ship retinue, so that's fine. He's level 2. Fantastic job, buddy old pal. What does Inspired do? Oh no. He's got Bridge Shot, Weapons Disruption, Dimensional Flashbang. Go into the fray, please. We don't have a lot of people that are doing buffs or anything like that. I'm going to strongly suggest that we get another Tier 2 ship built. It's a waste of resources, but unfortunately, it's where we are right now. I would also suggest that we go down to the Officer Academy, and we can replace an officer in 2 days. Yeah, confirm that task. I didn't know we could do replacements. I thought we had to just hire from scratch. All right, my name is Splattercat. I will see you all in the next episode of Halcyon 6. It's been a blast so far. How you do, everybody?